The Young and the Restless Spoilers, 30s Update, August 20. Welcome back to our channel for another wild dive into the drama. Today is Thursday, a beautiful day to spill some absolute tea about our favorite messy residents of Genoa City. Grab a snack and buckle up because things are getting completely out of hand today, and I am so here for it. Oh my God. I need to start with what happened at Crimson Lights because I am literally screaming at my screen right now. Kyle Abbott has the absolute audacity to just stroll up to Victoria Newman while she's getting coffee. He leans in and asks if she wants to talk, and then he hits her with, "I'm so worried about you." Like, excuse me? You are her daughter's ex-boyfriend. I can't even deal right now. He asks if she's talked to her brother Nick, who's currently missing. Wait, Nick is off doing fentanyl with Marie in some dingy motel, which is a whole other tragedy. But anyway, Kyle is doing this whole sensitive, caring guy routine, and I am literally throwing my popcorn at the TV. The manipulation, the sheer nerve of this man. And Victoria's reaction? She actually falls for it. She looks at him and says, "For an Abbott, you're a pretty good friend." A good friend? Ma'am, you guys literally shared a forbidden kiss. I forgot to mention earlier, but they kissed recently, and it was the most unhinged thing ever. Victor Newman would actually have a full-blown heart attack if he saw this happening. Victor hates the Abbotts with a burning passion. He absolutely despises Kyle, and here is his precious CEO daughter making googly eyes at Jack's son over a cup of coffee. I am dead. I am actually deceased. Victoria is so stressed out about Nick being missing and her mom, Nikki's eye surgery and everything else, that she's just soaking up Kyle's toxic attention like a sponge. It is so hard to watch, but I can't look away. Okay, but listen, it gets so much worse because who walks into Crimson Lights at that exact terrible moment? Claire and Holden. I'm screaming. Claire walks in and sees her own mother getting cozy with her recent ex-boyfriend. The absolute horror. If I were Claire, I would literally turn around and walk right back out into the street and never return to Genoa City. My jaw dropped to the floor. Claire just gives this incredibly awkward, stilted greeting to them. You can cut the tension in that coffee shop with a knife. It is so, so, so uncomfortable. Holden's just standing there like, I'll go get the drinks because what else are you supposed to do when your friend is staring at her mom flirting with her ex? The secondhand embarrassment is off the charts. Holden finally gets the drinks and they practically sprint to the patio to escape the awkwardness. I do not blame them one bit. I would flee the state. They sit down and Holden is like, "Wow, that was weird, seeing your mom with Kyle." Understatement of the century, Holden. Claire is just trying to process the trauma of her family tree getting even more tangled and gross. But then Holden completely changes the subject because he has his own massive family drama to stress about right now. He brings up the whole Billy Abbott and Chancellor Industries hostile takeover situation, which is insane, by the way. Holden just found out Malcolm Winters is his dad, making him Lily's brother, and he works at the company. So he is directly in the line of fire of this corporate war. Right in the middle of Holden venting about this nightmare, guess who storms onto the patio? Billy freaking Abbott. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen. Billy is acting so unhinged right now. He just struts in, full of himself, acting like he owns the entire world. He literally looks down at Holden and goes, "Chancellor is mine now." The audacity. Billy is riding this delusional high because he found some ancient document saying John Abbott bailed out the company years ago, He was just celebrating at the GCAC with Audra, completely ignoring the fact that his fiancée Sally is pregnant and needs him to be normal for 5 minutes. But no, Billy has to start a corporate war and harass young adults at a coffee shop. Holden is actually so brave here, honestly. He looks right at Billy and asks, "Does that mean you're firing me?" I was eating dinner and literally choked on my drink. Holden is not backing down from this bully. But Billy, being the absolute manipulative menace that he is right now, says no. He wants to keep him. But there's a catch, because with Billy Abbott, there is always a catch. He tells Holden he has to pick a side. He literally gives this young guy a sick ultimatum. He says if Holden chooses to please his sister Lily, he'll end up with absolutely nothing. But if he sides with Billy, he could own his own company one day. I can't breathe. Billy is trying to turn Lily's own newly discovered brother against her. Why would he do that? I swear Billy needs to get it together before he loses everything. He is burning every single bridge he has left. He's threatening Holden. He's alienating Lily and Kane. He's ignoring Audra's warnings. I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly. Mark my words. Billy is going to crash and burn. He thinks he's this brilliant corporate mastermind, but he's just being a massive bully. Holden just found out about his paternity. He's trying to build a relationship with Lily and Devon and Nate, and now Billy is trying to weaponize him to steal their company. It's sick. Honestly, I am so Team Lily on this one. Billy is completely out of control, and someone needs to stop him. Okay, where was I? Right. So let's jump over to Jabot, because the Chancellor drama is spilling over everywhere and infecting everyone. Kane Ashby marches right into Jack Abbott's office. Kane is furious. He is ready to go to absolute war for Lily. He basically begs Jack to step in, control his brother, and stop Billy's madness. But Jack is having absolutely none of it. Jack looks Kane dead in the eye and says he is not interfering in this mess. Jack is like, you and Lily will have to do what needs to be done. Jack is so exhausted, honestly. He just got over being kidnapped and almost killed by Victor. His wife, Diane, is dealing with the trauma of Dr. Markham and Patty Williams, and now Kane is in his office yelling about Billy. Jack does not have the bandwidth for this, but Jack gives Kane a massive, terrifying warning. He says, "Stay away from my father's name and reputation, or you'll deal with me." Chills, literal chills, all over my body. Jack is fiercely protective of John Abbott's legacy. He knows Billy is being a total mess, but if Kane and Lily try to drag John Abbott's name through the mud to win this corporate war, Jack will destroy them. Kane is standing there, realizing that the Abbotts might actually close ranks and fight together. It's so tense. You can feel the power struggle radiating through the screen. Kane wants to protect Lily's empire with everything he has, but he knows crossing Jack Abbott is a terrible, terrible idea. Oh, wait. Before that happened, actually, let me jump over to the Shadow Room really quick, because I forgot to mention this earlier, and it's super important for the GC landscape. So Lauren Fenmore, Michael Baldwin, and Christine Cricket are all gathering at the Shadow Room. Lauren walks in, looking fabulous as always, and is like, what are we even doing here? Christine says she got a weird summons from her husband. Enter Danny Romolat. Danny is acting so mysterious and theatrical. He tells everyone to sit down because he has a huge announcement. But first, because he is literally so dramatic, he forces them to listen to his new song. I was rolling my eyes so hard, like Just tell us the news, Danny. We don't need a private concert right now. After the song finally ends, Cricket is like, okay, um, didn't you have other news? And Danny drops the absolute biggest bomb ever. He announces that he bought half of the Shadow Room from Noah Newman. I am screaming. Danny Romalotti, the legendary rock star, is hanging up his touring boots to pour drinks and manage a nightclub in Genoa City. Lauren literally squeals and says it's the best news ever. It's actually so sweet because Christine has been through so much trauma lately, with Phyllis framing her with that fake AI evidence and almost sending her to prison. So having Danny stay in town permanently is exactly what she needs to feel safe. But still, Danny as a bar owner? Wild, so wild. Okay, circling back to Jabbo because the conversation between Kane and Jack gets even more intense and I can't leave you hanging. Wait, did I already say Jack warned him? Whatever. Anyway, Jack tells Kane that Chancellor might legally belong to the Abbott family after all. He admits that his sisters, Tracy and Ashley, are trying to get Billy to come to Jabbo to solve this peacefully and figure out the truth. Jack is trying to be the voice of reason, but Kane is not having it. Kane tells Jack that Billy is ready to burn everything down. And honestly, Kane is right. Billy is a walking matchstick right now, and he's standing in a room full of gasoline. Jack, being the logical, calculated one, points out that if the debt from John Abbott was never paid back, then Billy is technically right because of the debt that wasn't paid, Jack says. Kane gets so defensive, his voice goes up an octave, and he shoots back. Lily Winters is the owner of Chancellor. And Jack just calmly, coldly replies, for now. The shade, the absolute shade of it all. Jack basically just told Kane that Lily's throne is on borrowed time. I had to pause and text my friend immediately when he said that. Jack is not playing around anymore. He might be tired, but he is still an Abbott. Kane is getting so desperate at this point, you can practically see him sweating. He asks Jack if he seriously condones Billy's destructive obsession. Jack sighs, looking like he's carrying the weight of the world, and says, you know he's looking for a secret. The way I see it, we have a case here. Jack is essentially backing Billy's legal claim, even if he hates Billy's chaotic methods. Kane realizes that Jack isn't going to call off the attack dog, so Kane drops his own massive threat. He tells Jack that if Billy doesn't stop, he is going to throw his full weight behind helping Lily, and he is going to make things incredibly ugly. Kane is ready to fight dirty. Jack admits that a part of him just wants this whole ordeal to be over. He's tired of the fighting. He says he tried to talk Billy out of it, but right now his main priority is protecting his father's reputation in all of this mess. Jack is stuck in the middle. He doesn't want a war, but he has to honor John Abbott's legacy. Kane looks at Jack, his jaw clenched, and says he doesn't want to target Jack's dad, but Billy is fighting to win, so I will do the same. And that is where they leave it. The lines are officially drawn. War is declared. There is no going back from this. I am honestly so stressed out by all of this. I need a nap. We have Kyle and Victoria crossing boundaries that should never be crossed, flirting right in front of poor, traumatized Claire. We have Billy running around threatening Lily's brother, Holden, like some kind of comic book villain. We have Danny Romalotti suddenly becoming a local business owner instead of a musician. And we have Kane and Jack gearing up for the ugliest corporate battle Genoa City has seen in years. Everyone is losing their minds. It's like there's something in the water in this town right now, and it's making everyone act completely feral. I literally cannot wait to see what happens next. Is Holden going to betray Lily for Billy's empty promises? Is Claire going to expose Victoria and Kyle's sickening little romance to Victor? Because if Victor finds out, Kyle is actually going to disappear, like Victor will end him. And what is Kane going to do to stop Billy? Because Kane has a history of doing some very shady things when his back is against the wall. Mark my words, this Chancellor Winters Abbott war is going to destroy families. I am so invested it's not even funny. I need the next episode right now. I am counting down the minutes. And don't even get me started on what this means for Sally Spectra. I am so worried about her. She is pregnant. She is dealing with so much emotional baggage from losing Ava, and Billy is out here acting like a corporate warlord. Audra literally warned him that this obsession was going to ruin his personal life, but Billy Boy just does not listen. He never listens. Sally is going to come back from her business trip and find out her fiance is trying to destroy her friend's company and threatening young adults at the local coffee shop. She is going to lose her mind, and honestly, she has every right to. I would dump him immediately. And poor Lily, she has worked so hard to build Chancellor Winters into this massive empire, and now she has to deal with Billy trying to snatch it away on a technicality from decades ago. Plus, she just found out Holden is her brother. They are just starting to build a sibling bond, and Billy is already trying to poison it by forcing Holden to choose sides. It's so manipulative. Lily and Kane are going to have to fight so dirty to win this, and I am entirely here for it. I hope Lily destroys Billy in the boardroom. She deserves some peace, but in Genoa City, peace is literally never an option. Okay, I seriously need to go process all of this. Bye.